Hello, welcome to the Echo Tips Podcast. You might have noticed that jingle sounded a little different, and you aren't wrong. You are correct. This is delving into our goodie bags of older episodes from our archives, and in particular, some of our archival episodes were tremendously popular and useful to our audience. Today's episode had nearly 4 times the listenership of any of our other episodes, and is dealing with the Sports Update feature on the Amazon Echo line of devices. So you can keep up to date with that baseball game, that basketball game, that football game, that hockey game, or whatever kind of sports you're really interested in. So I'm going to press the rewind button here in just a second, and you can take a listen to this popular feature, the Sports Update feature. Welcome to the Echo Tips Podcast. This is episode number 46. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. We're going to be talking about the topic of using the Sports Update feature with your Amazon Echo. Before we get deep into that, though, we have a brief message about our podcast, then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by the New Vision program at Goodwill. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission services help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Hey, welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about using the Sports Update feature to keep up with those sports scores. That basketball, that football, that whatever you want to keep up with if you're a sports guru. So we're going to be talking about that today. If you're new to our podcast, I just will briefly mention I'm David Ward, an assistive technology instructor with the New Vision program at Goodwill here in Southwest Virginia. If you're returning, well, it's good to have you too here. So hopefully we'll be learning some new things today. Today, as I mentioned, we'll be dealing with a sports update. This is a feature that's been around a long time, but we never covered in Season 1, so we're going to mention it today. Before I get deep into that, though, and give some demonstrations, it'll be good for you to press that microphone button on your Echo. It's got a picture of a little microphone with a slash through it, and that'll shut our ears off. So when I'm giving the demonstration here, I won't be triggering your Echo at home. Yeah, we don't want that. That might kind of interrupt things or confuse things. So if you press that button, it'll turn the ring on the top of your unit red, and it'll shut our ears off. If you have a model with a screen on the front, if the screen is facing you, it's the button on the top left edge, and it'll similarly make a sound and put a red bar at the bottom of the screen that tells you her ears are off. So I'll just give you a moment to do that before we get into this. All right, hopefully got it. Okay. All right, we're going to press on. Okay, so we're going to be talking about using the Sports Update. First, out of the box, it comes with some pre-configured, like, sports scores and stuff, but you probably are into a particular team in your state or your region or a particular college, so you're going to want to make some adjustments probably or some settings. And now, if you didn't, you could just say, "Hey lady, what's my sports update?" and you'll hear what the pre-configured edition is. But if you want to make some adjustments or deletions or additions, this is where you're going to need to go into the A-Lady app, or the Alexa app, and I'm trying not to trigger mine here in studio, and you open that app, and you could also do this on the website. You could go to alexa.amazon.com, and you could log in and do this at the website as well. Okay, so anyway, if you have the app open, you'll generally tap on the menu button in your top left corner, and then you'll go to Settings. You'll tap on Settings. That will open up your Settings window. And from your Settings window, you're going to skim down, and you're looking for a button that says Sports Update. to tap on that. If you're on a computer on the website, it's pretty much the same thing, except there's no menu button. It just has a bar along the left. You would click on Settings, and then in the right pane, you'd click on Sports Update. Okay, once you're in the Sports Update window, now that we're all hopefully allied with the same thing, you have some options in here. Now, it does have this brief little notation at the top. I'll read. It says, Sports Update. Use this to hear and schedule updates. Select your favorite teams, and then you can say, hey, lady, what's my sports updates? Okay, so as I mentioned earlier. So, all right. Okay, so you might want to add some teams in there. You can add football teams, basketball teams. Just type in maybe the team name. It will often pre-populate, what it thinks you're talking about. And then you'll be good to go. So once you got it set up, you can give that command. Let me give the command. Alexa, what's my sports update?
Here is your sports update. In basketball, the Lakers will play tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. at home against the Rockets. The Heat will play tomorrow at 7 p.m. away against the 76ers. The Knicks will play on Friday at 7:30 p.m. at home against the Timberwolves. On Monday, the Virginia Cavaliers basketball team beat Virginia Tech 64-58. The Virginia Cavaliers basketball team will play on Saturday at 12 p.m. away against Louisville. On Monday, the Virginia Tech Hokies basketball team lost to Virginia 64-58. The Virginia Tech Hokies basketball team will play on Saturday at 4 p.m. away against Notre Dame. In baseball, the Red Sox will play on Saturday at 1:05 p.m. in Fort Myers, Florida against the Yankees. The Yankees will play on Saturday at 1:05 p.m. in Fort Myers, Florida against the Red Sox.
Okay, so that gives you a little idea about how that works. So that's pretty cool. All right, especially if you're a sports nut. All right, well, that'll wrap up this episode. In our next episode, we're going to be talking about TV schedules. Did you know you can find out what's on TV on your Amazon Echo? Well, guess what? You can. We'll be talking about it in our next episode. All right, until such a time, we're going to wrap things up here. It's that time once again. Turn your microphone back on your Amazon Echo. Start practicing some of the many things that you've learned. I'm David Ward for the New Vision program at Goodwill, signing off, and we thank you for listening.
Thanks, Dave. In conclusion, let me tell you a thing or two. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and it is also made possible in part by a grant from Community Foundation serving Western Virginia. And there's more. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. For more information, check out our website at goodwillvalleys.com/newvision, with no spaces. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission programs help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Thanks for listening.